Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Star. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It has been a day. I've been up since about 8 o'clock this morning because I had to put the car in the shop. Yay! But I figured it would be a good day to get started on the new schedule. So I'm excited. I haven't still clearing crap off my desk, so give me just 1 minute, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, so much stuff on my desk. I thought I got it all off, but nope. Good morning, Cerulean Orchid. I'm also going to apologize right now for the phone sounds because I have to leave my phone ringer turned on in case the shop calls me during stream. To tell me what's wrong with my car because yay, car trouble. Woohoo! Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Star. Go away button. I love it. Thank you so much, Star. I appreciate you. For some reason, my alerts didn't go off. Oh, it's because I don't have alerts on this scene. But they still should have sounded from the other scene. That's weird. We shall go ahead and move to the creative screen. Look at my nice, clean, tidy desk. I'm caught on something. No, this floor just slopes a little bit. And I have my handy dandy water so we stay nice and hydrated. Because it's the morning, I also have my, oh, you can't see it from here, but my buttermilk sky pie coffee mug. Clean desks are overrated, right? I'm super excited. I absolutely love this coffee mug so much. It's so cute. And it's just so big. And it's perfect. I love it. It's like my favorite. Also, Cecil's going to be meowing in the background because I've shut the doors so he can't get in. He's very upset with me about this. So, I started my Campfire Cowl. We finished the gloves. The gloves turned out super, super cute, and I absolutely love them. So they're just cute little gloves. They're perfect. I absolutely love them. I love the texture. What is the new schedule you speak of? So I will be streaming Monday through Friday, or maybe Monday through Friday. Starting at 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The idea is, now I'm a little late today because reasons, but the idea is that I'll stream until Silver goes live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then I'll stream until Pook goes live Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I like to hang out in Silver streams. And that also gets me up in the morning and gets me, like, doing stuff, and being productive. But then Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I do moderate for Pukajutsu, and I'm technically his community manager, I feel like I need to take some of that responsibility back. It's not something that he asked, that he like has demanded that I do. It's something that I kind of want to do because I miss it. It's something that I used to do for him that I absolutely loved. I used to be way more involved. And I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of faces in that community now that I just don't know. And I feel really terrible about that, and I want to fix it. So that is my way of fixing it. We get it. This is Pook's fault. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. But if somebody wants to tweet that at him, I mean, no, don't do that. Because he knows that I told him I was gonna change my schedule to be there for more of his streams. Because I really want to. But like I said, it gets me up in the morning. It gets me being productive. And on the days that Silver and Pook don't stream during their normal scheduled times, I will probably stream longer. So like instead of stopping at 11, like let's say that Silver gets up this morning and goes, you know what, I just don't feel like streaming. I'll probably continue to stream through his normal stream time then. That's what I'm here for. Same with Pook. So It's one of those, it gives me a chance to get up and be awake and actually be productive. Because I want to, I mean, if you guys were here last week at all on Tuesday, because that was the only day I streamed because reasons, we were talking about this Tuesday that I really wanted to really focus on being a more productive adult, quite frankly. And I really do want to, like, we're slowly working towards getting everything in place to make Yarn Dragon Crafts like a legit business. And I really want to work on focusing on that for the rest of 2021. I want to focus on getting your commissions done by the end of the month. And then, hi, Lo. Oh, we were just talking about businessy things. Speaking of businessy things, if you haven't commissioned this man to do some beautiful art for you, I highly recommend. He does beautiful art and amazing things, and he also designed our logo for Yarn Dragon Crafts. So yeah, 2021, the rest of the year is just focused on getting that done. So the goal is to get the rest of my commissions done by August, by halfway through August. No, you stop. I will never stop singing your praises, sir. Never, ever, 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 ever. Oh, I don't have them in here. Dang it. I'll have to go on the break and get one. But we've got leather tags. Oh, thank you. We have leather tags with the logo burned into them. I'm going to be ramping up package designing. I'm going to be designing business cards soon with a new logo. So you guys are about to see some serious adult businessy gross things that I am excited about. I say gross. I'm about to do the fun part of the businessy stuff. So yeah. And then yeah, the rest of the year, if I'm not doing commissions, will be focused on getting the shop ready for Christmas, because I'm actually going to be open for holiday sales this year. What? The last 2 years I have closed myself down either because I was bombarded with commissions at the last minute, or bombarded with, oh hey, can you make these things for the family for Christmas this year? So I'm hoping not to do that this year. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm also going to be going to Oregon Flock and Fiber in October. I'm super excited. And hopefully we will have, Jean Ann has been kind enough to offer to put some of our yarn bowls in her booth, and I'm so excited for that. So, oh my god, what? I know, right? Like, I'm actually going to be open for holiday sales this year. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. But yeah. But because we are going to hopefully have some yarn bowls off this year, that means that the Husbeast is going to be back on printing, so I can also get them up in the Etsy store soon. It's all so exciting. I'm very excited. So he's got the new printers in place. I don't know if they're both up and running yet. That's something I'm going to be poking him very soon about, because we bought all this beautiful new filament, and yeah, we should make a mock void command for your channel points. I mean, can I use channel points to mock another streamer? Like, is that okay? And if it were anybody else, it'd be like, oh no, I can't do that. But it's void, so we could probably do that. Leek, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate you. Also, for anybody who is concerned about the new schedule preventing them from catching me live, it will prevent you from catching me live, unfortunately, but I will be rerunning these in the afternoons for anybody who wants to watch the rerun. And then I will also be exporting these to YouTube. So I I am going to have a YouTube channel as well. I hate to be that guy, but can I get my sub alert sound? Oh, absolutely. Heck yes, you can. Maybe. Oh, I know why it didn't. Because Streamlabs hasn't recognized your sub. What the hell? Hello? Huh. Why did you do that, Streamlabs? That's rude. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Go to my dashboard. I don't want the rest of this crap. Let's see.
This is a test.
There, that's the best I can do. I don't know why Streamlabs did not pick up for you. That's weird. But there you go. I heart you. Also, Lo, I'm so glad you're here. I know you're lurking, but it's good to see you. I know, I'm so bad at calling out lurkers. I'm so sorry. Also, if you guys are also looking for amazing art, Leek is also an amazing artist. She did she did our cat emotes, so Dio the Derp and Dio the Heart. She also did our hype emote. And she did my sub badges. I love my sub badges. My derpy little boy. There's so many good artists in the community. Oh, I love it. It makes me so happy. Wait, why are we blaming Void? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can blame Void. I'm okay with that. Mute Twitch. Hello, Tuis. How are you? That's the other thing that I want to do I'm going to probably start focusing on it in 2022 just because there's a lot of work I need to do to wrap up the year. I know it's crazy saying that. It's only July, but it's like halfway through July. But I want to start designing amigurumi patterns next year. I have some that I've started on, but I would like to actually get those finished and finalized by the end of the year. So I think that would be a fun thing. Yoga with Dio is accomplished. Yay! Yeah. Because there have been, I mean, mostly it would mostly be like pattern design for me, and it would probably be like I said I wasn't gonna write patterns for the minion amis, but I think I kind of want to. Oh, I hope so, man. I really hope so. I am currently working through my Namazu pattern, and like, I don't know if I was drunk when I wrote that or what, but I have been making so many corrections to it. It's ridiculous. I'm like, wait, that's not the right amount of stitches at all. These music. Oh, I know, right? It takes me back to the Morgue streams because this is the music that Morgue would play when she would do her time lapses when she was building like different destinations in Destiny is all. And this is the music that Void would play in the background. Like after they were done with the story part of the stream and he was just like farming resources and leveling up and doing whatever. I need season 2 of Destiny is all. I keep telling Morg that needs to be a thing again, and I love her, but I also know that she is super busy doing things. She's actually the one that inspired me about the pattern writing for Amagurumi. Because I was also considering in 2022 maybe opening up a Patreon, and part of my Patreon rewards would be the patterns that I write. Hi, Pixel. Because a lot of my patterns would be licensed characters, so technically I should not be selling them. Because I'm going to start with the minions. But I feel like putting them behind a Patreon, I would be okay with that. Because I still would like, I mean, pattern writing is hard work, y'all. And God bless the people that release their patterns for free. God bless those people. So it's just something that I'm toying with right now. I probably won't do anything with it until 2022 if it happens at all. So we'll see. We will see. Aw, Pixel, thank you so much. And I probably won't, so I'm not going to rewrite the patterns for everything, because some of the patterns that I'm using are actually patterns that are already written. So like my miniature Tomberry that I did, my wind-up Tomberry, like, that was a combination of things. But like patterns that I'm writing from scratch, those are the ones that I'll be releasing on Patreon, if I release them at all. But I did decide that I think I do want to write them. If nothing else, because it'll be good practice for me. But it will also be, like, I think, beneficial for down the road if I ever want to do, like, similarly shaped items. Or if someone wants to commission me, like, say someone wants to commission Trike. Well, Trike was a pattern that was already written that I kind of redid, like, bits of the head. So that he had the big old fin here. So like I wouldn't obviously do the trike pattern, but my the Primogs, I'm writing that from scratch. Holy moly, Paladin fanboy! How are you? It's so good to see you. You're here in time to watch me sip my coffee. I'm gonna have to drink the rest of that soon. It's getting cold. And I don't like cold coffee. I'm not a cold brew girl at all. Paladin, how was your vacation? You're still on vacation, right? I think you said you're taking this week off too as well. Also, guys, do not forget that we have maintenance tonight, Final Fantasy XIV. So if you are planning on doing anything in-game, make sure you get it done before 6 p.m. Pacific time tonight. If you're on the East Coast, that is 7 o'clock for you. And no, that's a lie. That is 9 o'clock for you, because it's 8 o'clock for me, because it is right when FC night is supposed to start for us. We hadn't decided what we were going to do yet, so it's not a huge loss, but it's still like, oh man, no FC night tonight. Because like, I was all prepared to get stuff done. I need to... get my stitch markers poked back in here. So we'll see some things that are coming up for the Etsy store. Once my commissions are off my desk. You're playing right now? Nice. I am going to be putting up some I'm going to be working on some non-licensed character amigurumis. So, like, this guy will probably go up. He will, well, actually, he probably won't because he is not very well made. But, like, I'll probably do, like, some little guys like this and not call them Hogwarts students. We will be doing, my goal originally when I set this up was to make, fun, like, pincushiony type things. So there will be cake-themed pincushions going up on the store. Just there are some things that I've always wanted to do. Like, that stuff will be coming out. I'll actually be working on those and getting them up on the shop. I have a lot of really great patterns and a lot of really cute things that I want to make. And so, yeah, definitely keep your eyes open for that. Also, a lot of the hats and things that I've been making, either for testing or just for funsies, those will also be getting labeled and put up on the Etsy store as well, once the weather starts cooling down. So I'm very excited for the things that are coming. If you are out there and you are not a crocheter and you are looking to get something commissioned, I will be opening commissions at the end of August once I have commissions that are on my desk off my desk. I just don't want to commit to any new projects until those are finished. I will also say that unless it is oh, thank you. I will also not be doing any custom dolls this year. Now, if there's something that you want commissioned that I've got a pattern for that you just want me to change the color, like let's say you want a purple axolotl, not a problem, I can do that. If you want a dash beanie in a different color other than what I'm going to have listed on the store, cool. But I think I'm not going to be doing like custom characters or like if it's something that I don't have a pattern for right now, I'm probably not going to be taking the commission, just because for the rest of the year I just want to focus on getting stuff made for the store and just kind of, yeah, I just want to focus on the business a little bit more. Getting some other aspects of the business done, and doing custom work kind of makes that difficult because those projects take a little bit longer. Sorry, trying to plan out the next days of our for our vacation. Ooh. Yeah, I bet. Oh, that stinks. It's exciting that Disney's there, though. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna finish this cup of coffee real quick. There's not much left in it, but I love this mug. And if you are in the DFW area and there's a Buttermilk Sky Pie near you, or if there's a Buttermilk Sky Pie near you anywhere in the States, I highly recommend you check it out. Their Southern custard pie or their buttermilk pie is delicious. Really, we haven't had a bad pie there yet. But this is my cute little campfire mug from them. I absolutely love this mug so much. It's like my favorite mug. Next to my insulated travel mug. Oh, I love my travel mug. It keeps my coffee warm for like the entire day. It's not quite a Yeti. It's not the Yeti brand, but it's similarly made. And it's just fantastic. But it's in the dishwasher right now. So my dishwasher's clean. I just didn't unload it this morning. I'll do it tonight when I make dinner. We are having ham and scalloped potatoes tonight. I'm super excited because I absolutely love ham and scalloped potatoes. I make my scalloped potatoes from scratch, and it's super delicious. Hi, Gothic Hippie. Why is emptying the dishwasher the actual worst task? I honestly don't mind it. It's one of those, like, my normal ritual is I empty the dishwasher either while I'm waiting for... I'm usually emptying my dishwasher, like, once I have everything cooking and I'm just waiting for things to cook. Because, like, the way that I cook now... I like do all of the prep work before I actually start cooking, before I put anything heat. And then like while I'm waiting for water to boil or for pasta to cook or for things to bake or whatever, then I empty the dishwasher and reload what's in the sink and whatever. So that when we're done with dinner, all I have to do is throw the dinner dishes in and scrub the pots and pans from dinner and we're good to go. What really sucks is though on the nights that I don't do any of that, because there were 2 nights this week that I didn't cook dinner, that we ordered takeout or that just Null wasn't here, so I did my own thing and I also just like made a sandwich or something. And so, because I didn't make dinner that night, dishes didn't get done. It's like, I already did a thing. I have to do another thing. Yes. But normally our dishes aren't too bad. Like, we don't, like, because I try to cook dinner every night, the dishes don't really get piled up unless, like I said, there's a couple of nights that I just don't do dishes. But that doesn't really happen too often, so... Oh, you guys, I'm so excited for this cowl. It's going to be so cozy. Looks at the kitchen sink and the dishwasher. So, I don't bother with that. I love how every dishwasher has a dry feature on it, and it doesn't really dry your dishes. The only dishes that I don't put away if they're a little bit damp is the plasticware, and that's only because water gets like, so like the top of your dishes or of your like Tupperware or whatever, like has that little lip and water gets stuck under there, and I just feel weird about it like being in the cabinet and wet. So I will let that air dry and then put it away like that the next morning or whatever. But everything else, like, I don't care. I put it away wet, a little bit damp. Oh, that's fancy. I worry though that because my cats are destructive. So I worry that like the dishwasher will pop open and Cecil will be like, sweet, and he'll pry it the rest of the way open because my cats are jerks. But I am very, very excited. The 3D printers have found a new home, so they are no longer in the studio, which is kind of a bummer because it was cool having them in here. But because they no longer live in the studio, I got an extra Kallax storage unit. For those of you who are not sure what that means, they're like the cube storage from IKEA. They used to be called Expedit, and then they rebranded it to Kallax. They're a little bit different than the old Expedits are. They're not quite as thick as far as like the blocks and the wood goes, but it's the same principle. And so we got another 4x3 unit, so I have more storage for yarn. But I also have storage for photo props, for tools, for like just getting better organized. I'm very excited about that. You may need a doghouse. Oh no. It's putting away the clothes. Yeah, Paladin fanboy, I get that. That is like my least favorite thing about laundry. And when I lived alone, like I actually had 2 laundry baskets, dirty clothes and clean clothes. And yeah. Unless it was something that like couldn't like had to hang up, like it just went and it stayed in the clean clothes basket until it was not clean anymore. I don't do that now that my husband lives. Now that a boy lives with me, that's gross. I can't. No, that's. He knows that he knows that I'm messy. It's fine. It drives him insane, and I think that's why he moved out of here. Hi, Star. So for work, I had like 3 or 4 pairs of slacks, and then like several different shirts that I could wear to work. And so like my work pants, and that sounds neat. No, he's not. He is very much a tidy person, where I am a very cluttered and very messy person. Hi, Banana. So yeah. Like I'm very scatterbrained. I can literally go from having a beautifully pristine studio to having it look like it got hit by Tornado Dio by the end of the day. And then be like, how did we get here? And have no idea how it happened. I don't even know how that happens. 26 yarn shops done, 6 to go. That's awesome. I need to see if DFW is doing a yarn crawl this year, because we might we might go, we might not, because of Oregon Flock and Fiber. I may actually be saving all my pennies for that. But I do have some delicious things coming from Cerulean Orchid that I'm super excited about. So yeah, there's just lots of good things happening right now, and I am excited for all of them. Outcast Relics is in the process of dyeing new colorways, that I'm just so excited for. I can't wait for, I mean, I know it's gonna take time, but I can't wait for them to be ready to go and ready to ship out, so that I can play with them and photograph them and swatch them and make pretty things with them. You'll be finishing up this week. Very cool. Excuse me. So North Texas Yarn Crawl is traditionally like 16 shops, and we split it into 2 days. And we start with the furthest out and work our way back into the Metroplex. And then we go to the other side of the map and work our way back into the Metroplex. This campfire set is going to be so pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. Pardon me. We had big rain blow through this weekend, and I'm just a little bit congested from it. Yay, storms. When I get congested, it makes me cough because anytime I get congested, I automatically always get postnasal drip. And that just makes my throat scratchy, and that makes me cough, and yeah, it's no fun. I do think I'm going to grab a cough drop, though.
Here's a quarter.
John! Thank you so much for your 25 months! Oh, how the heck are you? This one is all of Washington and Oregon. It's 3 months long. That's awesome. Yeah, it works. So lurking mostly. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear you're doing all right, sir. It is always good to see you. Are you going? So right now, follower emotes is in beta, so not every channel has them available. Once they become available to me, I will be commissioning follower emotes, though. Twitter is so far behind. It literally just told me that Lowering tweeted my tweet. Also, again, I do apologize for the ringtone. I'm waiting to hear back from the mechanic. I don't expect to hear from him before stream is over today, but it's kind of one of those. I figured I might as well, just in case, leave it on. In the very off chance that they call. I am going to take a quick AFK Napoleon Dynamite fist bump, yes. But yeah, there will definitely be follow emotes once I have them available. I'm not sure what they're going to be yet. I don't know if I'm going to do dragons or cats or a combination. But they will be. And I don't know. I have some thinking to do on that. But I'm going to go AFK for just 1 second because I really need to blow my nose and stretch my legs for a minute. So now would be a great time for you to... We need a King Null emote. Oh my gosh, we do. But now would be a great time for you to get up, grab a drink or a snack, and stretch your legs as well. And I will be right back. went back. Oh, no, 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 you're fine, Paladin fanboy. Those are commands that I've either wanted to update or make sure they were actually in place for a minute. Excuse me, I apologize. Cecil is just crying at the door, and I feel bad because I want to let him in, but at the same time, like, he has just been getting into everything when he comes in here lately. He is very sad because I have a feeling that his daddy has also probably closed the door. Although maybe not. Ashlyn, how are you? Oh, it's okay. I will also be running this in reruns in the afternoons. So we'll be doing reruns here on Twitch in the afternoons, and then I will also be uploading these to YouTube. I do have a YouTube account under Deal the Yarn Dragon right now. I don't know if that will probably stay the channel name. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to change it to Yarn Dragon Crafts yet. I haven't decided. It's something I'm considering. I was just worried we missed it. Aw, no worries, no worries. We are here, my friend. Also, I should bring up my regular Twitch chat. So yeah, I will be here probably for another hour. Because I don't mind going over the beginning of Silverstream a little bit. I just want to make sure that I do catch him when he does go live. Because we love Silver, and you know, anything we can do to support him, of course we're going to do it. But I have no idea if he's, like, I don't know why he wouldn't stream today, because he normally streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but, you know, if something happened, or he had a rough night's sleep, then he may not stream. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But if he does stream, he'll be streaming probably City Skylines because, yeah. City Skylines is, like, a super chill game to watch him play. It is, like, so relaxing. And I really want to log into 14 and do some diadem farming, but I got work to do today. I gotta be an adult today. I can't play on the weekends if I'm not gonna adult during the week, so I gotta adult. But yeah, we're making ham and scalloped potatoes for dinner tonight, and I'm gonna be trying a recipe for honey glazed carrots for the first time. I'm very excited for this. You feel that? It was one of those, it was kind of a blessing that our AC kind of started to go out on us yesterday. Because I had texted my mom and I was like, okay, we're fixing to leave. And then we stopped to get gas and it was like, why isn't my AC blowing warm air? Why isn't my AC blowing cold air? And so I texted her and said, I think our AC in the car is starting to go out. And she said, well, why don't you wait and not come out today? So because we didn't go out today or out there yesterday, I ended up making a really delicious mac and cheese with broccoli and cauliflower. And then I cooked some chicken and cubed that up and threw that in there as well. So it was like, I will not say that it was a healthy macaroni and cheese by any means, but we snuck in some veggies and some protein in there, so it was like I felt less guilty about just having macaroni and cheese for dinner. Um, like it wasn't like a box. It was definitely like homemade mac and cheese. It wasn't like a box recipe. Not that there's anything wrong with the blue box or the Velveeta shells and cheese or Annie's mac and cheese or any of those. There's nothing wrong with box mac and cheese at all. It's just one of those. This mac and cheese recipe is so good and so easy. The sauce is like 2 tablespoons of butter, a cup and a quarter of heavy cream, and 8 ounces of Velveeta. It's delicious. And so, yeah, if right homemade is better. So you cut up your broccoli and cauliflower into like little pieces, and you steam it in the microwave while your pasta and your sauce are cooking. And, then I just grilled up some chicken on the stove. And then let that rest while I was finishing up the mac and cheese. And then I literally just combined everything in the pot and stirred it all together, and it was so delicious. I'm actually considering using that recipe to adapting that recipe for broccoli rice casserole. So I think I want to use that sauce as my base, but then throw in like shredded cheddar cheese. And instead of steaming my broccoli ahead of time, I actually want to put it in raw, and let it cook in the oven when you bake the casserole. And I think it'd be so good that way. I'm sorry, Paladin fanboy. That's one of the things that I never really ate until my husband, until I married my husband, and then his family just likes it at everything. So, I want to learn how to make a good version of it for him. I also want to clean out my cabinets and replace my casserole dishes. I just figured you were super excited about homemade mac and cheese, which I can get behind that. I'm also excited about homemade mac and cheese. I don't think it's so bad. I mean, everybody has their preferences. I like it. Nice, yes. It's pretty warm where you are, right, Gothic Hippie? I need to lurk and find Mr. Noodles for the next month. Oh, Paladin, oh no. I love a good bamboo yarn. I just saw the conversation happening in Discord, and I absolutely love bamboo yarn. The first time I ever used it was I had gotten some from a yarn shop in Reading. I was there visiting. I think it's Reading. Hang on. It's outside of Seattle. I was up visiting Pook, and their local yarn store. I bought some. Oh no! Sorry, I got distracted by Twitter. Weirdness's monitor died. That sucks. But I was at the shop was called Good Yarns, and I'm pretty sure it's he lives in Reading. Maybe. Welcome to Good Yarns. Some of the Good Yarns, right? Now I feel like I need to look this up. And no, I'm lying. It's Everett. He lives in Everett. So yeah, he's in Everett, Washington, and there's a yarn store in Everett. Or at least there used to be. I don't know if it's still there. It was there a year and a half ago when I was there. It might have been Great Yarns. Maybe it is Great Yarns. Yarn store in Everett, Washington. It is Great Yarns. Okay, so yeah. They are. It looks like they're still open, so that makes me very happy. But I bought a bamboo yarn when I was there. And I absolutely loved it. It's a cute little store. Very cute little store. The ladies that work there are super sweet. And, oh, the bears are new. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find the brand that it was. It was a fingering weight bamboo. And I can't think of the brand right now. And I don't know why, but that is going to drive me crazy. So I have to figure this out. I apologize. I bought alpaculence there for the first time. I will tell you, alpaculence is gorgeous. It is not soft at all. It is really, really scratchy. And I was actually really, really disappointed with it. It's something that I will probably, I have a bunch of it and I will use it, but I kind of want to use it for like doll hair and get rid of it. Cause it's gorgeous. Oh God, it's so pretty, but it is so scratchy. Like it's not soft at all. It's something that like I would layer it on top of something, but I wouldn't want it woven into the fabric that's touching me. Oh, this was a finger. Oh, they may not carry it anymore. Now that I'm thinking about it. But it was just a really pretty bamboo yarn, and it was absolutely lovely. And I'm not seeing it on their website anymore, so they may not carry it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so they probably don't carry it anymore. That's okay. But it was really nice. It's one of the shops in your yarn crawl. That's awesome. Yeah, the people there were actually really very nice. They were some of the ladies that were a little bit surprised at first by my crochet. But they weren't like, "Oh, you crochet, gross." Like they weren't like that. So naturally I bought yarn there. Yes, absolutely. No, this was 100% bamboo that I was using. It's a really nice yarn, but it was like a roving type yarn. So it definitely was kind of a pain in the behind to frog if you ever needed to like redo a project. um, I don't even know where shawl is that I made with that. I might have actually gotten rid of it. Good morning, Corin. Chat and not gross crochet. Right? My coffee cup smells good, but there's no coffee in it. Oh, now the quandary is, do I make more coffee? Kind of want more coffee. I want to say this was like a bamboo yarn from like New Zealand or Australia. Absolutely, yes. What's so funny because I very rarely drink coffee, usually because I don't get up early enough for it. And when I do, I usually have it in my other mug, and so I don't drink it as quickly. But I've noticed that if I drink it in not my like insulated mug with the lid on it, that the coffee cools down pretty quickly. So like then I drink it like within the first 30-45 minutes, which I think is what you're supposed to do anyway. Normally it takes me like 2 hours to drink a cup of coffee if I have it in my insulated mug. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember at all. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I get that a lot though, because I wasn't like a big coffee drinker until my husband first made me a cup of coffee the way that he drinks it, and I'm like, oh, I could drink coffee if it tasted like this. Because I just like, my parents drink coffee black. They don't buy coffee creamer or anything, and I just don't like the bitterness of coffee. But if you throw a little bit of creamer in there, it changes it. But like, I'm not talking like milk. I don't want milk. I want like the flavored coffee creamer. And like, I don't even need fancy, super fancy creamer. Like, French vanilla works fine. Although we did find creme brulee. Trader Valkyrie, how are you? It's so good to see you. May started drinking in the morning, but probably not finished until the home. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that does that. But that's why I have it in the insulated coffee mug. Oh, that's Verizon. I don't want Verizon to text me. I want the mechanic to text me and tell me that my car is ready or my car is whatever. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just crocheting away. It's so lovely to see you. But yeah, you need like 4 to even get out of bed. Oh god, that can't be. So, okay, that used to be me with Dr. Pepper. I used to be a Dr. Pepper junkie. Like, I would get up in the morning and I would just inject it in my veins. Like, you get up and you just inject the Dr. Pepper and then you move on with your day. I don't do that anymore. Like, I don't really drink soda the way I used to. Even sweetened and or with cream, I don't like coffee. Yeah. Um, I have learned though that I will say, if you don't like coffee, is if it's actually hot chocolate with coffee in it. That's fair. That is fair. Um, so what did it for me was fancy coffee. And when I say fancy coffee, I don't mean like Starbucks. I think Starbucks is disgusting. I think that Starbucks tastes like burning, and I don't want any part of it. Um, excuse me. But my husband used to we used to live across the street from a Central Market, which is like the HEB equivalent of like a gourmet. It's the HEB gourmet grocery store, and he used to buy this coffee called Snickernut coffee, and it was very delicious, and that's what got me drinking coffee. He would buy the beans and like the roasted beans from the store in bulk, and then he'd grind them at home every time we made coffee. So we do that now. There's not a Central Market near us, so we can't get that coffee. But we go to Sprouts, and Sprouts has a really good caramel cream coffee bean that we really, really like. But I've also learned to enjoy the K-Cup coffee pods. So I like the butter toffee K-Cup coffee, and I like, there's a chocolate glazed donut that I like. So if we don't have, and I learned how to use the grinder, and I learned how to use the K-Cup, coffee filter. I'm so proud of myself. I taught myself how to do that last week when my husband had a bad morning and I ended up staying up with him. That's actually why we didn't stream last Thursday, because at 3 o'clock in the morning, he got a call from a drunk text from a belligerent employee, and we were just up after that. So I got up and I made cinnamon rolls and I made coffee, and then after breakfast, I crashed really, really hard. You're on coffee withdrawal, but trying to lose weight, and the tan shade of coffee, like, doesn't help. Oh, yep. And I think that's why I'm okay drinking coffee in the mornings, because I don't drink soda hardly at all anymore. Like, I've almost completely cut them out. What coffee do you drink? I don't drink coffee. Yes. That was me for so long. And I still have girlfriends that are like, ew, coffee's gross. Like, literally, that's the sound they make when you put coffee in front of them. And Gothic hippie, on the other hand, all of it. Just all of it. I love it. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I can imagine, like, not drinking coffee and having to recommend coffee to people is probably, like, questionable. Now, I will say, I have had, there is, Starbucks used to make, I don't know if it was like a one-time deal this summer they made this, or if it's actually an item on the menu, because I don't go to Starbucks hardly ever. But they did a mocha mint frappuccino, and that was really good. And it definitely had the coffee in it, but I will tell you, it would have been better without the coffee. Just putting that out there. And I like the bottled frappuccino, like the ones you buy from the grocery store that's basically chocolate milk with coffee in it. Like, let's be honest, that's what that is. You don't have that refined of a palate for coffee to ever do that, so I'm glad no one asked me to describe the flavor. See, that's when you memorize the stuff that's written on the outside of the bag that tries to talk people into buying it. Oh my gosh, yes. So it was different. It was not the peppermint mocha. It was like I don't even know how to describe this, because I've had the peppermint mocha and I love peppermint mocha. That is the one thing I will say is that Starbucks does get the peppermint mocha right, but I usually get the peppermint hot chocolate instead because I prefer hot chocolate to coffee most days. This was different. I think it was still I think it was still the peppermint syrup that they use at Christmas, but it was like a much richer chocolate flavor. And maybe they used extra chocolate or they used different chocolate. I don't really know. I just remember it being like, it was like a special thing that they did for the summer one year. And because it was when Dave was still working at GameStop. Because he used to work for GameStop corporate. So we used to drive past like 3 Starbucks between our house and his office every day. He doesn't work there anymore, so I'm allowed to say that he worked for GameStop because he doesn't work there anymore. If you want to be fancy, ask for black and white hot chocolate. It's half black chocolate and half white chocolate. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I might ask for that the next time we go to Starbucks. Now, I will say the one thing that I really enjoy from Starbucks is a chai tea latte. I actually really, really quite enjoy a chai tea latte. But I'm that weirdo that orders it extra hot and then doesn't drink it for like half an hour before I actually start drinking it. But I think it's because I know that I will drink my coffee or my chai tea like super slow. So that's a thing. I need to pull my camera out. You can get them to make you anything as long as it's ingredients they have on hand. Nice. Yeah, I do love me a chai tea latte. Although I will say, the K-Cup chai tea latte versus the Starbucks chai tea latte, not the same. If I'm gonna have a chai tea latte, that is one that I will actually go to Starbucks and get. I won't do the K-Cup thing. When we first got our K-Cup machine, we did that, but it was one of those, we got a small box and we used it up and never went back because it was not good. You know, I don't know. Like I said, we don't really go there too often, so I don't really know. The smell of coffee that's just lingering from my coffee mug is like, you need more coffee. And I'm like, man, I should get more coffee. It's already like, it's gonna be 11 o'clock soon. More coffee. I think I'm probably gonna get more coffee anyway. I need to put the Kindle app on this computer because I have some crocheted books on my Kindle. I am just, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I am having a wonderful day. Exactly. Like the whole world is just... I feel like we have another lockdown coming because people are not being smart, but maybe not. maybe the United States has decided they're just going to take a let everybody get infected if they're not going to get vaccinated stance. And I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't, because like places like Australia have already gone back into lockdown. Um, I just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about any of it, to be honest. Derpy, hello! Oh, I hope not. I really hope that people have started to develop immunity, and I hope that a lot of people have gotten their vaccine, and if you haven't gotten vaccinated, that you're at least taking the proper precautions to protect you and the people around you. Oh, yay! Hi, Spawn! You know, you're getting ready to start going to the office at all, and I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm not so worried about the husbands going back to the office because they are not going back until September. And then when they do, they're only going to be going back on a 2-day-a-week rotation. Part of that is to save space in the office. Because IT has proven that they don't really need to be in the office to do their job. And so they still want people on site. And so the managers and directors will have like a permanent office or permanent cubes. But then like the programmers and developers and things, they will share a cube space and they'll just rotate in and out. Your schedule for going back to the office in September, assuming they figured out where everyone is sitting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that I don't see that changing unless we go back into lockdown or something else happens. I will say that I am kind of sort of like things are definitely like as far as like cleaning products and things are definitely back in stock in full force on the shelves. I am slowly rebuilding like my 3-month emergency stockpile of, you know, make sure you have all of these dry goods in your pantry and that kind of thing. Because I'm legit worried that not enough people are taking the proper precautions. Like I'm not super paranoid about it, but it is a concern of mine. And so we'll probably be back to not doing a whole lot. Nice. Oh, that's fair. Well, the toilet paper, we don't necessarily have to do that so much. Not because we overstocked during the heart of the pandemic, but because as a general rule, I try to have one thing, like a 12-pack of toilet paper in every bathroom, and then one backup for each of those bathrooms in my laundry room. As a rule anyway. So like that's just my standard. Just because when it's just the two of us, it's not a big deal. But like when his family comes over, like yeah, or like if we have guests stay over, so like that was my standard. And we kind of do the same thing with paper towels. Like I always keep at least 2 6-packs of paper towels in my laundry room and then a 6-pack of paper towels up here in the studio. Just as a rule, because we do a lot of like crafts involving paint and glue and things to make a mess up here. And so we're the same way, Corin. Oh, I do the same thing. So like those are things that like we didn't really run the risk of running low on. Because it's just something that as a rule I try to keep that stuff on hand anyway. What we had a problem with was there were definitely things in our normal diet at the time that we had a hard time finding. We had a hard time finding rice. We had a hard time finding pasta. We had a hard time finding ramen. We had a hard time finding frozen and canned vegetables. And that was part, I don't want to say that was the reason that we started with HelloFresh when we did over the summer, but that was definitely part of it. Because I'd never really cooked with like whole foods like that before. And so over the summer that year, or over the summer that summer, we decided to give it a shot because it was definitely, with the deal that we were able to get through like the YouTuber code that we used, we were able to get a decent deal on like a 3-month thing of HelloFresh. Yeah, flour and sugar were also hard to find, so when I did get them, I stocked up. And now I have flour and sugar and yeast in my pantry because I was gonna bake bread. Like, I bought bread pans and everything. It was great. I haven't done any of that. I do think that I want to order a bread maker on Amazon for my birthday to do the hard work for me. And then I do want to bake some bread just because I like homemade bread. But I like the idea of having everything confined to a bread maker and then putting it in like bread pans and baking it. Right? So that's one of the things that our tribe of many does, is they actually have 2 bread makers, and she lets the bread makers do all of the work, and then she transfers the dough into, like, the bread dough into her loaf pans and lets them do like the rising and everything else that it needs to do before it goes into the oven. But she doesn't do any of the kneading by hand or any of that. So your KitchenAid is a game changer. You never thought you'd be that person. Nice. But yeah, so we during the pandemic, we did the HelloFresh thing. It taught me how to like cook properly, I would say. Like, because when I learned how to cook for a family of 4, very quick, very easy, like budget-friendly meals. But when I learned how to cook, I also learned how to cook in the 80s, where portion sizes weren't really a concern, and you know, you ate everything on your plate and whatever, and we were not a small family by any means, even as a family of 4. So when I make, like, even now, like, there are days that I have a hard time cooking some of the more traditional foods that I used to cook all the time for 2 people instead of 4 people. I did get better thanks to our friends at HelloFresh, and thanks to the recipes there. And I know if you guys aren't new to the channel, you've heard me preach about HelloFresh before. Even if you don't do HelloFresh, I would say if you are struggling with learning how to cook or struggling for new ideas, either check out a coupon code from one of your favorite YouTubers, because everybody's got a HelloFresh deal, or stock their website. And there are some things that just don't, like, I don't know, it's really weird. When I used to cook like that all of the time, we either wouldn't eat the leftovers or we wouldn't get through them fast enough. But for me also, like, if I have a huge thing of pasta, I will eat a huge thing of pasta because I love pasta. But if I have enough pasta for 2 people, I will evenly split the pasta amongst the 2 of us, and I will eat my portion of pasta and not stuff myself, or not like I don't know, overeat. No, exactly. No, you're exactly right. Like that's exactly what it was. We played outside, and so like it wasn't that we were trying to get fat. It was that we played outside and we did things that prevented us from getting heavy the way that kids are now. So it was okay that we went to McDonald's, once a week, and then we also like had these huge gigantic meals filled with sugar and carbs and all of the things that aren't good for you. And don't get me wrong, those weren't healthy meals by any means, but we were less concerned about it because we would go outside and play and ride our bikes all over the neighborhood and wouldn't come home until the street lights came on. And that's not a thing that kids can do anymore. Hey, Silver went live. Oh, and he's playing City Skylines. I'm not surprised by that at all. Right? Like it is very rare to see kids under the age of 13 in my neighborhood just running around by themselves, unless they're and like I live in a very low crime area. Like we are like number 3 for lowest crime in the country. um and even in our town, like you'll see the kids playing out front if they have a basketball goal or something, but most of the time if the kids are outside, it's because they're in the backyards or they're with a parent or they're like teenagers running around. But like most of the kids, like you very rarely see them just out playing in their yards like we used to. Yep, exactly. I actually had a girlfriend that was my favorite thing about sleeping over at her house during the summer is her parents didn't have that be in by the streetlight rule, and so we would just be out like we had no business roaming the neighborhood the way we were at 9 o'clock at night when the street lights were on and it was all dark and crap, and we thought we were the coolest thing because we're 12 years old walking around the neighborhood at 9 at night when it's super dark outside. And then my dad found out and he would get so mad at us. My gosh, those were the days though, right? So good. So good. I am sad that like kids don't really have that these days. Something else that I want to invest in, Cerulean Orchid, if you're still here, this is gonna sound stupid. I want to get a pool noodle for blocking. For blocking cowls. Because one of the problems that I had with the Morning Dew cowl is when I blocked it, I got a crease in, like, because when you block it, you pin it, right? So you get it wet, and then you pin it. Well, the problem that I have is where you pinned it, it creases here and here. So I think what I'd like to do is get a pool noodle for blocking cowls. So you can pin your cowl into the pull noodle so you don't get the crease on the anywhere on the curve. Right? So what I would do is I would still pin the front and the back and just slip the pull noodles in here and here so that when you stretch it, like it'll still, like what'll happen is it'll do like this, but then you can stretch it to like the circumference that you want and just pin the top or just pin the bottom and just pin the sides that touch the pull noodle. You wouldn't even have to pin the top because it'll automatically stretch the top when it stretches the rest. Hi, Crochet 101. How are you? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I'm good. I'm good. Kids seem to have earlier bedtime now too. Spawn goes to bed later than I think most. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, this is weird. I had my caffeine today and I can already feel a little bit of a headache coming on. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I think I am going to pop a couple of Advil. This is just over-the-counter ibuprofen. I am working on the Campfire Cowl by Cerulean Orchid ! Project if you are interested in the pattern. Oh, good luck, Derpy. I hope that it's just like a fluke one-off thing as well. Your bedtime is a little weird. Or wait, your bedtime is a little I don't know why I read that as weird. Maybe I'm the weird one. I'm probably the weird one. I am weird. I like weird. We like weird around here. Definitely like weird around here. I'm so excited about all of the things that are going to be coming soon to the Etsy store and just all of the things that I want to make the rest of this year. I'm excited about all of the things. All of the things. Yes, for very good reason. I just bit my tongue. Oh, hang on, guys. I need to take this. right. Thank you for stopping in, Crochet 101. Take care. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. Oh, that was news on the car. It's not great news, but it's not terrible news. Been swimming since restrictions around here have lifted, but one morning my head just wasn't right. Oh, yeah. I bet it's probably swimmer's ear. Swimmer's ear is the worst. So basically, I can't remember what he called it, but there's a part under the, like, right behind the dash that is leaking Freon for the AC. So they're actually going to have to pull the dash out to replace it. They're also going to have to order the part. They're going to have to flush the cooling system, which they literally just did that like the last time I was in because it just needed to be done anyway, just for routine maintenance. But then they also have to recharge the Freon again. So he's not going to charge me for the labor for flushing the coolant. He's not going to charge me for the labor to recharge the Freon. He'll just charge me for the Freon and the coolant that they replace. But after it's all said and done, it's like $1,600 to fix it. I'm like, ah. And I asked Null what the cutoff was before we said never mind, and we're just going to go look at new cars, and it was less than that. So I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. Am I buying a new car this week, or are we going to fix the AC? I have a feeling we're going to fix the AC. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, we're okay. We kind of have a little bit of an emergency fund set aside for stuff like this, but yeah. We are reaching the point in our car's life where we are definitely we are going to start spending more on repairs than we are going to be on the worth of the car soon. But it's one of those, like, we've had the car for almost 10 years, so I can't really complain. Yeah. And that's kind of where we're starting. We will be heading that way very soon with this car. It's well over 10 years old. It's got 145,000 miles on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We absolutely can't not have AC in Texas, especially in the summer. Yeah. Let me text my husband real quick. So, hi, Cursed Couple. The other fun thing about that is they won't be able to actually have it finished, repaired until tomorrow, which is fine. Like, I won't need, the garage is just around the corner, and I won't actually need my car until, like, Wednesday anyway, so it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a deal breaker. So, if it sits up there for, until tomorrow night, that's fine. How are you doing, Cursed Couple? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Dragon's Den. Enjoy your yarn cakes. I hope the music is not too loud. I feel like it's a little bit loud. A little bit louder than normal, maybe. I am working on Campfire Cowl by Cerulean Orchid. Exclamation mark project if you are interested in a link to the pattern. You're getting Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword today. That's awesome. I love all things Zelda. It's super fun. Why does work keep getting in the way of my Dio stream? I'm sorry, Star. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I'm only going to be here for about 20 more minutes because I gotta go talk to the husbeast about the car and stuff, and I do have some other things to get done today. But I will be reposting this as a rerun, and then we will also be uploading the stream to YouTube. So I did, and I've already forgotten the name of the part that he says needs replacing, but it's this part to the AC that's right behind the dash. And basically what's happening is the coolant is just, or the Freon is just leaking out of it. They ran a dye test, and basically the dye just stops there. And he said they basically could have put a cup under it and would just collect all the dye that's leaking out of it. It's like, yay, I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm glad I was wrong about it being the compressor, but I also wish it had been the compressor because that's a much cheaper and much easier fix. So they're gonna have to rip the dash off, and it's gonna cost $1,600. I'm not looking forward to that. But you know what? It is what it is. We have an emergency fund for that exact reason. If you can afford it, set aside a little bit of money every time you guys get paid to set up like a little bit of an emergency fund for crap like this. Oy. Because you can't not have AC in your car in Texas. I did it for 2 summers, and it was miserable. But I was also a college student, and I was in much better shape and much better condition to deal with that. I will never do it again. It is, what was worse is my car was black at the time. And I worked in Dallas, and I lived in Garland. And so it was like a 30-minute drive in the sweltering heat, surrounded by nothing but concrete and other cars on my drive to and from work. It was the absolute worst, and I will never, ever endure that again. Nope. Nope. So I said 20 minutes. It's going to be closer to like 10 now. Because I was going to stop at 11:30. I'm the worst. I'm sorry, Star. When you replace your car, it's going to cost $4,000 to fix it. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, luckily we haven't really gone into any issues. We haven't really run into any problems with like that kind of like any major mechanical problems. I've tried really hard to keep up with maintenance. We do have an issue where our sunroof does not close once you open it. We had to basically disengage the motor, and then our mechanic had to pry the door shut, and was basically like, I don't know how I got that thing shut, so don't ever open it again, ever. And that will cost a fortune to replace, and at that point, it's not worth it. The computer on the dash for the navigation system hasn't worked in years. Like, it just derped out on us one day, and nothing we have done has been able to fix it. We took it to the dealership, and they said they fixed it, and like it stayed fixed for like a week. And I was just like, I'm done dealing with the dealership. We don't live close enough to deal with them anymore, so just screw it. I'm done. I don't care. The radio still works. I can still use Bluetooth. I can still get my satellite radio. I don't care anymore. So, will I ever own a Hyundai again? Probably not. with all of the trouble we have had with this car since we got it, like 6 months after we got it, the AC went out and there was a hole in the compressor. And they didn't cover it under any kind of warranty. They said, oh, that could have been anything. Well, 3 months later, the exact same thing happened. And I was like, I'm not paying to replace this again. You guys talked me into the extended warranty, and so far it hasn't covered anything on this car because we had a couple of other repair jobs that needed to be done. I personally am a Nissan girl. I come from a Nissan family. My family drives cars till the wheels fall off, and like I'm talking like my parents have had the same Nissans for like 15 years before they would replace them. So I've always liked Nissans. My husband decided that he thought we should go with the Hyundai instead of the Nissan that I wanted, so that's what we did. We're not doing that this time. When we were shopping for Hondas, we were looking at all had a recall, and that, yeah. Like, they talked me into all of this, like, warranty and other maintenance stuff, and, like, none of it was worth it. So, I would rather not deal with Hyundai ever again. I feel like they took advantage of me, and I didn't appreciate it at all. I also got really pissed off at our sales guy, though, because we told him what we wanted. We wanted the Hyundai Tucson with all the bells and whistles, and we wanted it in their dark blue color. The sales guy called me and said, we have it. And I was like, cool. So, but the problem is they were bringing it up from another dealership. Well, they weren't bringing it up on a flatbed. They drove it up from Austin. So they drove my car for the first 4 or 5 hours of its life that was not even driven by me, and I was not happy about that. And when they got it here, and we had already signed the paperwork and given them my car, and we're driving a loaner from them, it wasn't even the color that we wanted. It was a different color. And then the guy tried to blame me and be like, no, dude, this is the color you agreed to. And I was like, no, if you look at the contract, you wrote down the color that I wanted. And when I asked you about the difference in colors, you told me, oh, that was a mistype, that it would be the dark blue that I wanted, not the ice blue that we ended up with. Like, it was real, like, the salesperson was the worst. But we went ahead and went through with it because we needed the car, and I just, yeah. So we got it, and I was excited because it was a really nice car, and it was our first brand new car together, and whatever, and never again. Exactly, Star. Betrayal. Oops. I don't know what is about to start doing there, but it was not right. This is so pretty. Oh, I cannot get over how beautiful this is. I'm so excited. And it looks really good with the matching gloves, and I can't wait. It's gonna look so good on the Instagrams. On the grams. There's cat hair all in these gloves, though. Freaking Kupo. Kupo's my cat, by the way. So for anybody who is new, we have 2 cats in our house, Kupo and Cecil, both named for Final Fantasy. They are currently locked out of the studio because they can't not be in here and get into everything. And I'm trying to work on getting this room cleaned up. So betrayal. Yes, exactly. Those are my 2 boys immortalized in emotes by one of our emote wizards. I have two. We have Leek Wibble, and then we have Lo the Illustrator. Both are amazing artists. So if you guys are ever looking for art, I highly recommend considering either one of them for your next project. If you guys follow me on Twitter at all, you will have seen my new profile picture. That was also done by Lo, and I absolutely love it. I don't have it downloaded on this computer. I need to do that. But he drew me as a dragonborn with our dragon Pixel. Pixel is my dragon here on Twitch. He is our stream mascot. He's the dragon in the banner below my my video. He was actually born in a Changing the Dreaming tabletop game as a chimerical dragon that my character had rescued, and I love him so much. He is named for Pixel, the cat who walks through walls, from one of Robert A. Heinlein's series of books. I haven't read through all of his books yet, but I have a lot of them on Audible. And what I have listened to has been very good. I first learned about Pixel and Robert A. Heinlein while listening to the Callahan Chronicles. Did I make Void's hand socks yet? No, I don't make hand socks. I don't make foot socks either. He didn't commission me for hand socks. If he commissions me, I'll make them. He has fingerless gloves, though. He doesn't need full-on ones. He didn't ask me for full-on ones anyway. He asked for fingerless gloves. Since his wife, who taught me how to crochet, won't make them for him. I think that's hilarious, by the way. And she was like, no, commission someone else to make them for you. And so he was like, Dial, will you make them for me? And so I made them for him. I only have made a few things for Anthony. So I don't really, I've made Null a hat and fingerless gloves. And then he stole my hat. Because he decided he liked my hat better. Which is fine. I have made him like plushies for his desk, and our cats have stolen them. The first Yoshi I ever made, I made for him. And Cecil promptly stole it. Yes, he stole my hat. I don't know if I have. I do. So I made this beanie. This is the Dash beanie. I made this beanie in another yarn from Boss Kitty, and he was like, oh, that's really pretty. I like that. And then he stole it. But you know what? He likes it, so I'm happy. The cats have also impacted certain projects of mine. Yes, they have. But they will not anymore because your cats are very securely locked away in a project basket that they cannot break into. It is also not sitting on my desk, so even if I leave a glass of water or soda or something on my desk, if Kupo knocks something over on my desk, it can't spill on that because it's not on there. That was smart. That's just what I'm making for lunch today. I do not know. Oh, I'm also going to take a picture of the, so the fourth cat is done, except for his eyeballs, and I had to order them because, funny story, the cat that I was working on last night, the pattern designer used beads instead of safety eyes. And I was like, no problem, I'll just remember to put the safety eyes in before I close up the head. Guess who forgot to put in the safety eyes when it was the appropriate time to put in the safety eyes? This girl. So I went ahead and ordered the beads. But they're not going to be here until Wednesday. So the cat is done minus the like markings and the eyeballs. And it looks so creepy without eyeballs. Oh my god, it's so creepy without eyeballs. It's amazing. I almost want to put in all of the details and not give it eyeballs and send it like that because it's so weird. I will never do that ever unless somebody asked for that though, because that's just creepy. But it's so cute. I love it so much. But I will get a picture over to you. Pictures of those cats will not go on Instagram or Twitter until the project is complete and has been delivered. You really want an eyeless cat now? Oh my gosh. I may have them with me tomorrow morning when we stream. For anybody who wants to see them. But because I will be doing the show on reruns in the afternoons and then uploading them to YouTube, I will not be working on them on stream now until they are finished and delivered to the final owner, because we do want this to be a surprise. I'm trying really hard not to say who they're for and all that jazz. But I am going to put new colored ink in my printer, so I can print out the photos and attach them to each of the cats that I've designed them after. Because there's one cat that I'm like, I'm judging it off of the photo and I don't think it's right, but it's based on the photo, so... It's creepy. Oh my god, it's so creepy. It's worse. I put the ears on, Cerulean Orchid. I put the ears on this morning and I'm just like, oh no. Oh no, what is wrong with this demon cat? It's so bad. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So it's not even, so most of the time when I do Ami, it's a flat circle with the eyes, right? The way this is designed is you actually, like, I'm poking at my face like I'm about to do this to my face. You actually pull yarn through either side where the eyes are going to go, and you pull it tight so they sink in. And so there's actually little eye sockets where the eyes are supposed to go. And they're not there. I did make eye sockets. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. Oh my gosh, I can't even. I'm ending in 10 minutes. I know. I wanted to finish this row. I didn't want to leave the row unfinished. And now Star gets his full 20 minutes. But this is where I'm going to call stream for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, guys. If you are new to the stream, we would love for you to hit that follow button. It's free, and then you could come back and hang out with us anytime. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, 8 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, or no, 7 a.m. Pacific. I know, that's really early. No, it's 10 a.m. Eastern. Wait, how does time work? I don't even know. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, have a wonderful day. If you are watching this on YouTube, feel free to hit the subscribe button to our channel. I will also be rerunning this afternoon. I don't know the time yet, so I'll work all that out and notifications will go out. But I love your faces. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.